Lo sai che è sbagliato.
The first women to speak out, it cost them something. Nothing and no one can be great without a cost.
Più combatti, più è alta la probabilità di perdere.
One out of every 5 women will be sexually assaulted before she reaches the age of 18. 1 out of 6 boys.
The hardest part personally is I felt guilt for it. I just was nervous all the time. I didn't really know where I had developed this anxiety from. You know, how's the guy gonna admit that? It's a little bit different.
Che anche in questo inferno bianco, camminare non è un'opzione tra cui scegliere. Quindi dico a me stessa che non ha importanza. Al solo tocco dell'erba sapevo di poter volare. Innocenza, violenza, silenzio.
저 같은 경우는 대중교통 이용하면서 되게 많이 그런 일들을 겪거든요. 근데 버스도 그렇고 지하철도 그렇고 손 같은 거. 부위는 엉덩이 아니면 허리 뭐 이런 데였던 것 같아요.
När vi hade det höll han fast mina händer så jag inte kunde kommunicera eftersom jag då inte kunde teckna.
The guy who victimized me, he had a drug available in his kitchen. He had it in his kitchen. And it's just, you just don't kind of like...
Dus als je direct contact met hem had, dan was je heel onderdanig, heel nederig. Durfde je eigenlijk niet zoveel te zeggen. Hij heeft me 1 keer geslagen ook.
I guess I consider myself a pretty strong person, but that challenged it for me.
And it was like this weird, transcendent, out-of-body experience, and I just made the agreement with myself that I would just let it happen so that it would be over faster and that I would get out of alive, because I really didn't feel that that was necessarily the way it was going to go.
Enough is enough. And all across the world where MeToo has taken off, Australia and France, Sweden, China, and now India, survivors of sexual violence are all at once being heard and then vilified.
Now we're talking about a power dynamic. Most of these things don't deal with sex. The whole MeToo thing is never about sex. It's about power. It's about people who want to manipulate and use their power and abuse their power.
This is a movement about the far-reaching power of empathy. And so it's about the millions and millions of people who 1 year ago raised their hands to say "Me Too." And their hands are still raised.
I am speaking today, not just for the Me Too's, because I was a Me Too, but when I raise my hand, I am aware of all the women who are still in silence. The women who are faceless.
There's a word that a lot of people use in these circles. Silence is violence. Your predator, anyone who's giving you that kind of trauma, depends on your silence. They depend on you being quiet. They depend on you being scared. They depend on you not telling them to go watch.